Hello, everybody. I'm Grant Badgett, representing Team 15, and welcome to our final presentation. Hopefully, in this presentation, we will be able to inform and foster interest in becoming a transportation engineer. It is first important to become familiar with what transportation engineers are exactly. Transportation engineers are a subdiscipline of civil engineering that focus primarily on the transportation of goods and individuals. They focus on planning systems that are both safe, efficient, and sustainable for the entire population and the world. Transportation engineers are able to achieve these goals through the creation of things such as highways, railways, pipelines, and airports. However, their scope isn't just limited to that, as a large portion of their time spent is anticipating new and emerging technologies that could help transport goods and people around the world even quicker, safer, and more efficiently than we currently do. This means that often transportation engineers have to balance the upkeep as well as the continued improvement of our infrastructure systems. By doing this, transportation engineers provide a very positive and very large impact on the world. Hopefully, they are able to ensure safe and efficient transportation all around the world, helping to maintain both the global economy as well as global communities. This maintenance and expansion is something vital for civilization, as without this, many facets of our current modern day world simply could not work. This is especially true when it comes to environmental impacts, as a large part of humanity's environmental impacts on the Earth currently, in some way, relate to transportation of goods and people. Now, the key upsides of why one would want to become a transportation engineer is the ability to solve real, tangible problems, the ability to have a very high demand job in a very secure field, and the ability to make a difference and help the people around you.
Now that we have a general idea as to what a transportation engineer is and what they do, we can now get on to talk about the future of the industry and what this job will be like in the coming years, decades, and so on. Listed before you are some of the future challenges that transportation engineers are going to have to face. These all revolve around how the innovations and technologies of the future industry will affect different facets. So, how they affect your wallet for financial concerns, how they affect standards and manuals and regulations, with the second bullet point, how it affects the environment, is one that we see even today, and how they interact and affect each other is where technological integration and connection comes in. Moving on to the part that I know you all have been waiting for, let's talk about some of the future projects that transportation engineers are likely going to be working on. Now, I have separated these into three categories: the near future, the distant future, and the absurd. The projects and variables listed on this slide are ones that we could possibly be seeing today or currently being worked on, but ones that will grow, evolve greatly in the future. Some of these are kind of self-explanatory. Micromobility, that's a fancy term for all those rental bikes and Lime scooters. And fun fact, Elon Musk has this fancy underground tunnel in Las Vegas. The projects and variables listed on this slide are ones that we could be hearing talks or spitballs of, but ones that in their truest form we won't see for a while and are just outside of today's transportation engineers' grasps. Driverless vehicles we're starting to see encroach with things like the Tesla autopilot feature in smart roads. That's a term that pretty much encompasses all those tech-savvy road prototypes, like ones that charge electric vehicles while they're driving on them, or are able to sense real-time traffic data and send it out to the city or company. These two projects are nearly identical when it comes down to it. Both concepts for using science to make trains go very, very fast. The reason why it's in the absurd category is because the consideration of their widespread implementation when it came to the worldwide infrastructure is kind of laughable. Hence the category name. These are ones that, although there are examples of, like the picture is a maglev train or magnetic levitation train, in Japan, it only goes about 5 miles.
Here are the steps to become a transportation engineer. The first step to becoming a transportation engineer is being passionate about engineering. I think it's one of the most important steps in becoming a successful engineer, as this will increase your chances of success in the field of transportation. I would then pursue a degree in civil engineering primarily focused on transportation, as this will give you a greater advantage when it comes to applying for internships and jobs. On many university campuses, job fairs with over 100 employers are always seeking students to join their internship program. Internships are a great way of gaining practical experience and insight on the real world problems. It's also a great way to network with different people with different experiences. Most students tend to take their FE exam in their final year, which is an exam that tests your knowledge of basic engineering principles. You can also take the FE exam after graduating. Once you get a job, you'll be working under the supervision of a licensed PE before you can take the next licensing exam, which is the PE exam. Once passing the PE exam, you can obtain certain certifications that will demonstrate your expertise in specific areas. As the field of transportation engineering is always changing with new technology and methods, it's important to stay up to date on the new changes being made. And here are sources that were used for this presentation. Thank you.